A happy ending depends on where you stop the story. If you are in a tough situation at this moment of time, or a challenging one, you just got to realize you're in the middle of the story, not the end. And the ending is dependent all on you. What's happening, Achievers? Ajit Sidhu here from Invincible Achievers. You are the creator of your own story, your life story, your experiences. You are the one who makes it. You're the one who made it. You can decide where you end the story. And what we have to remember, Achievers, is if we stop on the point of our failure classification by the world of a failure, then you have failed. Otherwise, there's never failure. If you keep pushing forward, if you keep going forward, keep moving forward. If you've had an experience where something didn't go your way, you've gained experience, you've gained knowledge, you gained the know-how of what not to do. You are valuable now, and you can move forward and keep moving forward. But if you decide that that is the end, you're going to go back to your old job, or you're going to go back to your old relationship, or you're going to go back to whatever situation or challenge that you have just faced and think, oh, I can't do this, I'm going to go back, then you have failed. Otherwise, there's never failure. There's just learning, experience, and moving forward. But also, what we have to remember, when we create the story of our life, we create a blueprint in our mind of how the story is meant to happen, a template, if you say, of how the story should pan out. If you're achieving something, if you're going for something, if you're trying to do something that's out of the box, you assume that this is how it's going to be. But anyone who knows or has achieved anything, you know that is never a straight path. Just like when you get onto a plane, if you get onto a plane from UK to America, you know it's not a straight line. The plane is 98% off course, and it diverts the machinery within the airplane, gets it back on course. It's off course, it's off course, it's back on course. It's off course, it's off and back on course. The straight line, it dodges and weaves until it gets to the destination. That's what we have to understand. This part is just us being slightly off course, and we're just going to keep our plane of life, bringing it back to the course, and then it's going to go off course, and then it's going to go back to normal. This is the way achieving is done. This is the way anything is achieved. But we also have to remember, when we create that template and blueprint, if we get that blueprint from someone who's achieved massive success, and we start comparing ourselves with them on the end result, then yeah, we're going to feel down about it if we haven't hit that in the next 6 months. But you got to realize they took about 20 years. We can gain their life experience, their knowledge, modeling them, and get to their position with maybe in a year or 2. Much faster than 20. But that's where modeling comes into place. You model success, because success leaves clues. But remember, if you create the blueprint, how life is meant to be, how the situation is meant to be or should be, then what you have to understand is you can actually change the blueprint at any time, or you can change your situation that you're in. You can move things forward faster, you can work harder, you can sleep less, you can do extra courses, you can do things, and that's changing the situation that you're in. However, if you have set a goal of, oh, I'm going to be a billionaire in a year because that guy's a billionaire, but you're only earning £12,000 a year, then maybe you need to bring the blueprint slightly down and set achievable goals so you're feeling success, so you can move things forward. But one thing we have to remember, anything we're trying to achieve, we need to assess it with our entire life. There should be a balance in life. Life is all about balance. Now remember, when we juggle balls, we only focus on one ball in our hand. The rest of the balls are in the air. So when we're trying to do a juggling act, balance is never achieved at one point. It's never achieved, because there's All the other balls are in the air when you're focusing on one. Your focus goes on that one item that's in your hand. So what you need to make sure is you prioritize. You think about what is your priority. Which ball are you going to be holding in your hand so you can focus? Multitasking, yes, it exists. Many people can do multitasking, and women can do it amazingly well because it's in their DNA. However, focus, you can only do on one thing, and you want to generate your entire focus on that one thing and move things forward on that one thing, because that's how progression happens. And then you move, you throw that up in the air, you get the next one. But you got to remember, all the balls can drop. All the balls can drop. And all the balls that you're juggling are made of glass, apart from one. One can just bounce straight back up. That one that can bounce straight back up is work. If you drop the ball of work, it can bounce back up. Everything else, your health, your personal life, your family life, your relationship with your children, that, if you drop it, will smash and can be irrecoverable. So just remember, if we are trying to achieve, if our entire focus is on our work or making money, then you just have to remember this one thing. No amount of money has ever bought a second of time. Take care, guys. Keep adding value to people's lives and keep spreading the love. And spend as much loving moments with your family and your loved ones. Take care. Bye.